trust me even when it's one thing right after the other. The nerve of these. Miss me, I know it's been 15 long days since I've been away. Tell me you waiting at home with the baby and tell her that daddy's so proud of the way. She teaching her mama and daddy to be more like kids and still handle the biz on the road. Cause I got a dream that I never could sing to say. Excited to see where it goes. I love the environment. I could provide you with just off of writing about you in these songs. You taking me higher, no need for a lighter. The spark of my fire inspired this poem. Gone.
Couple weeks I had to leave, not coming back off road. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go.
In the only building this franchise has ever known. We're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. Two of the NFL's best starts challenging each other here. Off we go in a Week 4 showdown. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
Right from the back, that's posted in the act. Try to hit the clock, we've been mobbing all day. Awesome, Look around the club, what do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. They snap a night, fake drinks,
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials. So they'll decline this and take the results. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Russ now from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a 3rd pass now here. Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down. Well, partner, I know you love your baseball analogies. That's 3 strikes right there. And this offense 3 and out to begin this game.
And I think next drive, play number 1 should be a run. What do you think?
Yeah, I completely agree. Good call. And this kick works out pretty well for him. It's blown dead at the 12.
At their own 12-yard line.
On the check.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. 70 Timberwolves. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Escapes the pockets. He takes it himself. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stops.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Let's give it the game here to Chase Brown. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they could be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Titans sending out some nickel coverage here. 3rd down.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They get 19 on that pickup. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
And the Texans, 1st down.
Cougar 19. Let's go.
1st and 10.
Now shotgun handoff to Brown. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Bronco leading. 18, Pioneer. Mustang 19.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Complete out to the right side. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Offense in a hurry up here.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Ready.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. They're across the 40. Nice run here. A lot of mass on the move here. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
This one is up and good. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting him on the ground. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. The big play nets him 17 yards. That's good for a Tennessee 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. 1st down, and they go right back to it. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Okay, we both know this pace can't continue, but they got to enjoy it as they can. And that football shouldn't go to anybody else until that defense proves they can stop them.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Running back motions right. On 1st down, it's Wilson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. He started the string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
This is Henry on 2nd. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Turning to Henry on 3rd. And he's dropped just short the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this.
36 power. Good job right there. 36 power.
On 4th down, Wilson. He finds him beyond the marker. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. Right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This will end up as a touchback.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Trap 60. Panther 11. Mustang 19.
Milton back to throw. He throws a bullet to the center. That's grabbed inside the 30. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take the lead on the first play of the drive.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
14, Titans 7. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I am more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Wilson now from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds. That's going to bring up 4th down. Ryan Rico on to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 tight, let's go.
Milton. Pressure's there, and it closes in on him. He's dropped for the sack, and that is what should bring us to the end of this opening quarter. 1 quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. It's a 14-7 game. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this.
Ready?
Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Texans in possession. They are facing 2nd down deep on their own end.
70 Rangers, 70.
Now Milton to throw. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Warriors, 70. Trap 60, trap 60. 19 Lions. 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
3rd and long for him here. Look at that power, deep left side. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darren Stigley Jr. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Complete Derrick Henry. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Henry. He's got it in the red zone. And he's going to pay off this 1st down run with a nice pickup of 9.
Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Russ setting to throw. This one's caught. It's close, but he's not going to score out of bounds right at the goal line, Brock. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Got to move this chain! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They go heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. Henry hits the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Titans tie things up at 14. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Kadarius Toney now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Mustang 19. Let's go.
Give on second. It's Brown. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Hilton now on third down. Gets his tight end on the corner route. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Viking 18. 79 Broncos.
Here's Milton, first and 10. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there's going to be more interceptions.
19 Lions.
Milton going to throw again here, second and 10. Catch made by Chase Brown. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Panther left, Cup 19. Cowboy 80, Cup 50, 19 tight. Not
Throwing now, Milton. Short pass brought in. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
From the gun, a get to Brown. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, third and 1.
Deputy! 18 Cowboy 80. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. And he let his man shoot much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Jake Elliott's on now to attempt this field goal. This will be a 44-yard look. Elliott connects there. And they've taken back the lead.
It fed to the kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and get it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
On 2nd down, here's Henry again. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Pickup of 2 here. And the Titans have a 1st.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
1st down, here's Russ. Drop this one down for Henry. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. From the gun, it's Wilson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they're up against it here on 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. Russ is cooking again. Cut down the field, Golden. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans take the lead just before halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. Caught along the 5. And he's in. So how about this? A throwback you almost never see anymore. The fake extra point works and extends their lead by 2.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, it's Jalen Noel. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining.
Let's go now. Viking, 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Let's go.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Toss. This is Noel. At the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take the lead just before halftime.
there's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. You could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot. It's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Texans take a slim 2-point lead.
Titans 22. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
35-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining.
Go, go, go. Get ready.
First down throw from Wilson. Taking a deep shot here. Toward the sideline, and it's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. That's one of the longest throws we have or probably will see in this contest, partner. Too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
It is so easy to marvel at the sheer amount of distance he threw that football. But can we also take a step back and marvel about the amount of distance covered by that defender? He had to stick in coverage 50 yards down the field, and that's not just it. It's not even about getting there. Once you get there, you got to make the play. He did it. That is job well done.
And no yak this time. They got on him quickly, down at the 32-yard line. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, one play remaining in this half. One last play before the break.
Let's go. 19 tight, 19 tight. 69, 18, buy it in. 19 Lion. Mustang 19. Ready.
He'll throw it. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Tony now to return it. This makes it up to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Milton. Has him on the quick hitter. He's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
36-yard line.
To throw, Milton. That's complete to Musgrave. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Deputy Lion. Big Lion. Hey, smash Bronco.
Brown on the inside give. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a play that won't pop on the stat sheet, but the players and coaches won't forget about it. I promise you that. Coaches will file that one away the next time. They really need to pick up a few yards.
36-yard line.
Buffalo 18.
Milton now. That's Mitchell on the slant. Oh, and they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. And he didn't need much after making the recovery, did he? A step or two forward, and he gets him the first down anyway. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. And if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Now Milton to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
19 tight, 19 tight, 70 Timberwolf. 18, Pioneer. Street. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Milton back to throw. Right side, Noel has it. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Ready, set.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Warriors, 70. 19, Sergeant. Here we go. Drag. 60 by 19. Mustang 19. 18. Ready.
In the red zone now. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is that completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, running back in the flat.
Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grow the lead coming out of halftime. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10. They give right side to Henry. He's forward. Gets a couple of yards. Brought down by Jalen Carter.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Russ now from the gun. Cut along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. The problem is on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. Love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. He's trying to push the field. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. That's good for a Tennessee 1st down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
From the red zone on first. And that is a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans start the second half with some needed points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Let's see what Wilson has planned here. 2-point try coming up.
The Titans will line up for the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he makes the catch in the end zone. And that 2-point try trims the deficit to 1. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Milton. Connecting on a slant. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He goes to the hurry up here.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 42-yard line.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready, right?
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. On the move, headed right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Left side gets it out quick, and it's caught. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down. The Texans set to punt. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the honors.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, Henry. Room to work at the 35. And he's finally brought down at the 33. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
A gain of 47 on the play. And the Titans, 1st down. A gain of 47 yards.
So we're through 3 here. It's Titans ball, and they could use a score. They come into the 4th trailing. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
380. Start.
Going to the ground again on first. Nice run across the 15. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans take a 4th quarter lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Let's see what Wilson has planned here. 2-point try coming up.
The Titans will line up for the 2-point
Back
conversion.
to throw now. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4.
Titans 38, Texans.
And they stay perfect, Brock. That's a perfect 3 for 3 now on 2-point tries. Is it just automatic at this point that if there's a touchdown, they're going to go for 2?
Well, they can tell this defense stops them. The answer is going to be yes. It's not supposed to be this easy. I mean, the numbers tell you you're not supposed to have this kind of success rate, but it's really clear this defense has no answer. Run, pass, confidence, the offense is owning them.
No to return this. He's brought down just inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
18 Rattler. 19 Lion. Ready?
Here's Milton. Finds him over the middle. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
18, Buffalo 18. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Check. 18 Cardinal. 79 Dragons. 19 touch. 70 Rangers. Ready?
Milton. Along the sideline. Brown brings it in. That goes for a gain of just 1. And it'll be 1st down Houston.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and net some positive yards.
Offense to the line fast.
Trap 60.
2nd and 8.
60 Maverick. Warriors 70. 7 Pirates.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Let's go now.
Milton now on 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. 20 yards on that play. And it'll be a 1st down Texans.
Panther 11. 19. Panther 60.
They're going to try and throw it here. Taken in by Noel. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
18, Pioneer. Buffalo 18. 18, Rattler. 18.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Has him on the quick hit. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
The 4-yard line.
79, Dragon 60. Scope.
To throw, Milton. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans now trail by just a point in the fourth. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth.
It is time at 38 all. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. Saw the lead, hit it quick, call out a gain of 7. Nicely done.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Another run for Henry. Off to the races, middle of the field. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Titans take a fourth-quarter lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Titans break that tie and now lead by 7.
Texans 38.
Boswell on to send this away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 19 tight, 19 tight. 70 Red Warriors, 70, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Trying to throw this from the gun. This one's out to Noel, left side. And he'll get it up to the 44.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Caught quick right side. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Mustang 19.
Milton now. Completed to his running back. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans down by 7.
At the Titans' 40-yard line.
Ready, set.
2nd and 3 now.
Buffalo 18. Panthers 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Viking 18. Ready, ready.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. He's going to have this one down to the 28. 12 yards on that play and a good call, nets him the 1st.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
79 Brooks, here we go. Set. Not Cougar 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Dragon 60. 18, Pioneer.
Setting up to pass. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
70 Timberwolves. 19 tight. 19 tight. Trap 50. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Steady.
He'll look to throw it. Throws caught. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Hurt. Buffalo 18, Panther 11, Panther 11. Warriors 70.
Here he is to throw. And this is caught. Oh, he gets them 2 points, and with those, they've got the lead.
Texans 46, Titans 45.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. 1st down. Here's Russ. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Taking the handoff. Now Wilson. He rolls to his right. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
If this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now to throw. Got DK, complete. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
And the Titans 1st down.
Once more, it's Wilson. It's intercepted. That will do it. And the Texans make one final massive play, and that finishes the win. So it's the Texans who defend their building and take the win. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
You ain't never been in Skate Town. On no national, you know it go down.
Kilo Ali flow. Look, from the east side on a Friday night, met a bunch of to the Golden Glide. The lows and highs, me and all the bros in the stolen ride like, man, they outside, so I'm staying inside. Shout to you and I vibe, take a few like Tupac. I seen a bunch of mean guys in a bandana tie, throwing up the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. I ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably be the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs, gripping on it like I'm picking the prize. They hit the crib where the